Perfect. There we go. So welcome, guys and girls. Lockie here. Hope you are magic. Hope you are magic. So as I'm ably assisted tonight by young Craig, guys, young Craig in downtown Australia. So again, guys, if you've got any questions at all throughout the webinar, and Craig can answer that, he will jump on that. He will jump on that for you. No questions asked. So guys, welcome to Platinum, guys. This is my Platinum launch webinar. You guys probably know I'm a little bit passionate about this thing called trading. It has been going on for a little while. So again, started the journey, as you know, guys, 1st of August 2007. I was very quickly realized that there weren't some sort of really switched on trading schools. There were a couple of decent ones, but they weren't really switched on, guys. I realized that around 1st of August 2009. So guys, I started my journey, guys, and here I am now. We're going to break down, guys. We're going to break down this incredible thing called Platinum in Paradise for you tonight, guys. There'll be a number of you that want to join us on the course. I've heard that, guys. So MJ's with us tonight as well. MJ's helping us with our merchandise and the hats, guys. The hats for all of the samurai traders, guys, globally. The hats are going to be available, guys, potentially by the end of next week. We are slowly but surely gathering momentum. As I said, guys, for those that weren't in the LTR today, I have a very happy wife. I have a very happy group of NASDAQ and S&P 500 traders. They had a blast today. FDAX, very difficult today, guys. We just sat there watching. It was literally like a free range chicken. I'm not kidding. It just bolted all over the place and did whatever it wanted. We had one FDAX trader, guys, pick up a 40-point trade, which is awesome. You can do the maths on that. 40 points times $40 per point. So that was a huge trade. But it was very difficult today for the junior traders, guys. So back to tonight. We are here to talk about Platinum. I'm very passionate about Platinum, guys. I was challenged by a number of traders in October of 2011 to do an advanced trading program. And I thought, look, I think that's a great idea. Why don't we try it? So, guys, the first of many was done on the Sunshine Coast in Queensland. And guys, we are about to head off to Bali, guys, to do a what I consider would be the penultimate, guys. It's a 6-day opportunity. I'm going to share with you what it's going to be like tonight. It's a 6-day opportunity. If I could sum up real quick, guys, if you're into having coffee every morning, if you don't mind having a chat every day, if you don't mind, literally working with all of the key personalities within Samurai, guys, if you want to sit down with them by the pool, if you want to go for a swim, if you want to have dinner together, guys, this could be the program for you. It's going to be quite, it's going to be quite good fun. Now, guys, that being said, really quick, again, we've got some brand new people, guys, that might be watching the webinar tonight that don't know who I am. So very quickly, guys, I'm the head coach and presenter, guys, at Samurai. I'm also the system architect. So I wrote all of the trading algorithms and strategies that we use. Guys, now you might pick up pretty quickly that we're moving towards an OSR and SVG strategy implementation. So guys, OSR is the opening series or range, and SVG is actually a really awesome thing. Guys, I've met some Bank of Japan traders, guys, over here in Japan. I happen to be wearing a Samurai day trading shirt in the gym. We started talking. Before we knew it, we were having coffee. Before we knew it, I was sitting in the Bank of Japan trading room, watching what they were doing. And these guys are so happy to help out traders, guys, discover the power of trading. So it's gone from, if you don't mind, guys, it's gone from Lockie writing his own course in 2009 because I couldn't find a decent course. Guys, fast forward to 2025, I'm sitting in the room with the Bank of Japan traders, and not only am I saying, hey, you could try this, you could try that, they're saying, well, why don't you try this? Why don't you try that? So it's a really exciting time, guys. It's really exciting. Now, as per the slide here, guys, I'm working with traders currently, guys. We're working with traders in up to 22 countries, which is very exciting. Keith, SVG, basically Samurai Value Group. And so what I've done is Samurai Value Gap. I've written a hybrid algorithm for Samurai, which basically does everything we need to do. It's going to label, guys, it's going to label all of your long range targets for you, just like I did on the NASDAQ today. All right, so anyone was in the LTR today, as I said to the NASDAQ traders, if we pick up a really good trade, particularly on the turn of the hour, we're going to go for a 20 tick target and a 60 tick target. Guys, now I'm not kidding. I'm not kidding. I said this to everyone in the LTR. This is what we're doing. These are the reasons why. The NASDAQ went 62 ticks towards the 60 tick target. So literally 62 ticks towards a 60 tick target, turned around and went straight back the other way. And people in the LTR were actually saying, well, Lockie, how did you know that? And I said, well, that is the SVG, guys, the Samurai Value Gap. So I've written a hybrid algorithm that is specific to what we trade: NASDAQ, FDAX, S&P 500, oil, gold, and currencies. And guys, it is amazing. It's incredible. So it doesn't take away from what we already know, but wow, does it give us an opportunity, guys, to present some really cool things at Platinum that I think will completely blow your mind. Now, guys, I'm going to teach you a little bit tonight about that, because when you go on Platinum, if you choose to go on Platinum, guys, if you choose to do that, then we'll be working through an OSR and SVG workbook, guys. Yeah, more tools, greater profit, Keith. You guys know the drill. I love trading. I think it's absolutely hilarious. What I do love, though, is talking people into really, really long range profit trades. Now, guys, the reason I love doing that is, and again, if we can use the Delta V1, V2 or V3 indicator is about to come out, if we can use those indicators, guys, in combination with an OSR and SVG approach to trading, then all my NASDAQ traders need to do is get 20 ticks a day on 4 or 5 contracts and retire. Well, today we had multiple 20 tick trades, and then we had a 60 tick trade. So all it means, guys, by going for these longer range targets, is we're making it easier for people to transition to professional trading. Guys, literally more tools, a more accurate way of reading the market. Massive shout out to the BOJ, guys, Bank of Japan traders who are helping. And at the same time, I showed them something, guys, called loss of efficiency, and it blew their mind. So suffice to say, they're being very helpful at this point in time, which is really good fun. So guys, I'm Lockie. I'm going to be taking the webinar for you tonight. Now, guys, as we roll through, let me just click on my little slides here, guys. Platinum in Paradise. What is one of the goals, guys? Basically, level up your trading edge in 6 days. So I'll run through the program for you tonight, guys. That's a photo of where we're going to be staying. Where's a photo of where we're going to be staying? Now, the reason being, guys, the reason the program is currently limited to 12 people in-house is they've literally got 12 little huts, guys, of which you can see some of the little huts there. Really, really lovely place to stay, guys. We're going to a spot called Spaces. So Spaces in Bali. It's actually owned by one of my very, very close friends, guys, and also a very, very talented US Open moderator called Johnny Lowtide. So Johnny and Lise run the resort. Guys, it's a very, very personalized experience. We're booking out the entire resort. So there's going to be no one interfering what we do. You can swim, you can coffee, you can do whatever you want. Guys, but at the end of the day, the 6 days, if I could sum it up for you, the 6 days is about waking up in the morning, talking trading all day, coffee, trading, food, trading, guys. If there was such a thing as a complete immersion into the art of trading, guys, this is what we're going to be doing. Guys, I've done these programs before. A number of people in the webinar, guys, have already attended the program. They're coming back again. They basically explain the program is life-changing, guys. It's not like sitting there and studying a video course or going to a live trading room. It's literally, hey, Lockie, I've got a question about this. Can we sit down and have a coffee? Right, so something I do want to mention to everyone is every single one of you, if you decide to come along, guys, you'll have an opportunity to sit down. You'll be able to have a coffee. You'll be able to do coffee with Tim. You'll be able to, if that's assuming Tim drinks coffee, of course, he's in the webinar tonight. Coffee with Tim, coffee with Cody, guys. Again, Fred at this stage from the US will be coming over. So coffee with Fred, guys. You basically pick on any team member you want. Craig's coming as well. Yes, Lee, that's a great point, guys. Lifelong friends as a result of this. It's just, it's quite brilliant. Dave, the answer is yes. So DT, the answer is yes. Is it disability friendly? But what I'm going to do is I'm going to make sure that they actually have level access to a particular room. I know that they do because when we were there last time, there was a gentleman actually in a wheelchair and there was a ramp to his room. So the answer is yes. But DT, what I'm going to do is double confirm that to make sure they've got a number of ramps so we can make sure if that is a thing, guys, if that is a thing, we'll make sure that they're ready to rock and roll. So guys, this is my ultimate goal. Now, guys, in 60 minutes or so, what I'm going to be doing tonight, guys, I want to show you how the Platinum in Paradise can basically help you 10x your clarity, guys, your clarity around trading and its profitability. Guys, the reason I want to mention that is that if I can help you increase your clarity around trading and your profitability, guys, it's going to lead to the #1 goal of the course, which is a positive psychology around trading. Guys, so my intent is very, very simple. If you said to me, Lockie, what is the one reason I would come on Platinum? Guys, apart from, we're going to go through a whole lot of stuff tonight, but apart from that, guys, we're developing people that have a very, very solid psychology around trading. They're confident with what they do. They're confident about why they do it. They're consistently profitable. Guys, and over 2025, we're going to start to work towards those longer range targets, just like we did in the LTR today. So guys, for many of you sort of watching the webinar tonight, guys, it will be done, the actual course itself will be done in Bali. When I was talking to a number of people that have done the course before, guys, they looked at this and they said, look, I'm going to 10x your clarity. And they said, Lockie, that would be an incredible reason to consider going on the course, guys. So again, if that interests you guys, if that excites you, if you're looking at the charts going, look, I just want a little bit more understanding as to why the market does what it does, that's going to enable me to get into the really, really high probability trades. But like we did on the FDAX today, guys, we stood back and just watched it because it wasn't doing what it normally does. So clarity, in my humble opinion, is knowing about when to trade, but also knowing when not to trade, which I think is a really, really important point. As for the FDAX today, again, just so you know, I had to say to the FDAX traders, I'm sorry, guys, there's too much risk. We're just going to sit on the fence. Now, we did have a good start, guys. We did have a good start on the FDAX this week. Tomorrow, we'll probably go back to normal. And you're probably going, well, Lockie, why did it not behave today? Guys, it's a French bank holiday. So again, the Germans have gone a little bit free range, literally free range chicken, just running around doing what they need to do. So guys, my intent is for Platinum to be an absolute game changer. I'll spend about 60 minutes explaining what we're going to do. But at the end of the day, guys, it's going to be an incredible program. We've done it before. We're adding a heap of content to it. So it's actually going to be a lot more fun. Guys, at the end of the day, we are going to do a Q&A, right? So that little icon tells me there's a Q&A. It also tells me, guys, Craig is in the background. So if you do have any questions, guys, don't be shy, guys, and Craig will jump on those as required. So guys, what we're going to do, the content that has never been presented before at a Platinum program, guys, I'm going to do 2 supplementary programs that are concurrent to the actual Platinum program itself. So for those people that have never been to a Platinum program, we start with candlestick analysis and we basically build up your knowledge from there. So if you say to me, Lockie, I've never traded before, I'm relatively new to trading, is Platinum something I should consider? Guys, on day 1 of Platinum, we basically say, this is a green candle, this is a red candle. It's very, very simple stuff, guys. We start very, very simple. Now, for those of you that are very experienced traders, as we go back to the building blocks of everything that we do, because we want to build confidence around the art of trading before we then add in the supplementary programs, guys. So the supplementary programs, guys, are the OSR and SVG program. OSR is standing for the opening series or range in the market. I'm going to give you a couple of examples of that already today. Guys, then I'm going to explain the SVG. Guys, we'll touch on that. Guys, we're developing an OSR and SVG indicator for you, guys, which will work in complement with the workbooks that we're going to be doing at the Platinum program. So basically, guys, you'll load your charts and it will then say to you, hey, please pay attention to this OSR, please pay attention to this SVG. And again, it's just providing, guys, it's just providing even more tools for you to build confidence about how you're reading the market so you can then fly. Tio, how are you? Hi, Lockie. Hope you didn't miss it. No, Tio, you've come at the right time. You've come at the right time. So guys, what I'm doing is I'm just developing a Samurai-specific OSR trading program. So that's the opening series or range, and that's what we're going to look at the charts in a second. We're going to be targeting the open sessions, guys. Now, what we're doing, this is exactly what the BOJ does, all right? Exactly what the Bank of Japan does. So they are targeting the Asian Open, guys. They're targeting the European Open, they're targeting the US Open, and they're targeting the US Close. Guys, now can you also use the OSR on the US pre-market, which is very exciting. Guys, I would prefer you use it Asian Open, European Open, basically the major opens, guys, and the major closes, right? That's when the big banks, that's when the big volume is coming in and out of the market. So what I'm going to do, guys, is we're going to do that. What I'm going to do is layer over the top of that the Gen 7 indicators. So that's going to be the modified SVG indicator. Okay, that's under development with Tim at the moment, which is really good fun. Guys, what that also enables us to do is we can pick up a samurai value gap, guys. We can pick it up from a 60-minute chart, a 4-hour chart, a daily chart, a weekly chart, a monthly chart, and that's going to give us additional support and resistance levels in the market that we want to take advantage of. Now, why are we doing this, guys? Why are we doing all of this work in the background? And again, public praise, guys. Craig has been incredible in the background, guys, helping me with logistics. Tim has been incredible with coding. So Tim is doing an incredible job. So Tim's in the webinar with us tonight, guys. Public thank you to you guys. You've been amazing. Guys, they literally let me get on with the job of designing stuff for you guys with the intent you make more money, right? So everybody kind of wins on this. So guys, the intent behind everything we're doing is longer range targets for all platinum traders. That is the goal. And the reason we want to do that, guys, the reason we want to do that is at the end of the day, if we can run at an 85 to 90% success rate, and we can make our average trades longer and get a far bigger profit, as it means that your daily KPIs are far easier to achieve. Right, so the daily KPIs we're looking for is 20 ticks a day on the NASDAQ, 8 ticks a day on the S&P, and 5 points a day on the FDAX. If you can achieve any of those consistently and work your way up to 4 or 5 contracts, it will completely change your life financially. Guys, that sits you at about 150 to 200,000 US dollars extra per year. If I can then double on some of your trades or triple the target, guys, it means that magic 150 to 200 US per year, guys, is an absolute walk in the park. Guys, maybe you trade for half a year and take half a year off. Guys, so my intent, guys, we already have the strike rate. All right, so we've already got the success rate. What we now need to do is implement a couple of additional tools with the intent of getting you guys to go for super long range targets. The reason being, guys, is we're going to build a positive psychology around trading. Now, when I ask, guys, and I'm more than happy to get your feedback on this, when I ask these professional traders at BOJ, what is the most important thing you've developed as a result of these tools? And they said confidence around what we're doing. I spoke to a number of traders today leading into the webinar. I said, what is the number one thing I can teach you at the Platinum program? Guys, and you guys can tell me if you want in the webinar, what's the number one thing? Guys, almost every person said to me, Lockie, I just want to be confident. I want to be calm. I want to be collected. I want to be deliberate. I just want to take the best trades. And when the market tells me to, I want to go for a long range target. When the market doesn't tell me to go for a long range target, I just want to go for a short range target. So guess what we're doing? Guys, we're developing all of this training. So the indicators are going to tell you now is a great time to go for a long range target, or now is a great time to go for a short range target. Now, mind you, we did that, guys. We did that in the, Cole, it's a good point. Guys, we did that in the webinar today. Cole's raised a great point, guys. He said, Lockie, we know the tools work. It's me. Interesting thing, Cole, interesting thing about that, which a lovely comment. Mate, if we can get the me's of the world, there might be more than one Cole in the webinar tonight. As if we can get everyone to be just 10% more confident about why you do and what you do, and 10% better at risk management, and 10% better at identifying when the market's going to move a long way and when it's not, guys, that's when we're going to get that 10x increase in your performance and your confidence regarding what you're doing. Okay, so everything we're working on at the moment is that tiny little purple word there. I know it only says psychology once, guys, but that is our goal. The focus of the Platinum program is all about psychology. Now, to develop your psychology, guys, we're not going to go and hug trees and dress in orange robes and shave our hair off and do all this kind of stuff, because there may be some people out there in the world that say that works. May I suggest, guys, if we're going to focus on your psychology, we've initially got to focus on your consistency as a trader. If we're going to focus on your consistency, you need to know why you're doing what you're doing. And that starts with day one candlestick analysis. Like, let's actually break down the market, guys, and let it tell you, guys, ultimately let it tell you what it's thinking. Now, my first segue, guys and girls, to charts, if you don't mind, I'm going to go and grab a chart, guys. We're going to do an OSR chart from the S&P 500. All right, so if you don't mind, guys, I'm going to go and push some buttons here. So let me push the buttons. I'm going to go and find the S&P 500 chart from the US Open, guys, from last night. All right, so boom, there it is. Perfect. All right, so let me go full, guys. Let me go full screen for you on this one. Can I confirm at this point in time you can see an S&P 500 chart? Guys, now everything I'm about to go through for you on the S&P 500, it's the same on Nasdaq, same on oil, same on gold. But let me just cruise through. Mind you, look at this today. This is today on the S&P 500. Now we won't do OSR, guys. We won't do an OSR, so as opening series or range on an American market for the European Open. We would do that on the European market for the European Open. Let me scroll back. I want to show you an OSR, guys. Then we'll keep going, guys, and then I'll show you another OSR. Let me just make sure you can see a chart. So I'm just going to reshare this screen for you here. So you should be able to see an S&P 500 chart. Perfect. All right. Let me keep going. Perfect. Okay, good. So what we're going to do, guys, we're going to go to the first US close. So US Open. We'll go to US Open from last night. Here it is. Now, one thing that, again, this is why I'm putting together a training program for you guys on OSR. Okay, so OSR is changes between markets. So on the S&P 500, the 5-minute chart is a really good foundation for establishing an OSR, which is an opening series or range in the market, guys. But oil, you'll find it's the 15-minute chart. Gold, it's the 30-minute chart. Currencies are sitting at the 15-minute chart. Guys, so when we say OSR and everyone goes, boom, is it just a 5-minute thing? Guys, it's actually not. We can use an OSR on a 15-minute chart. We can use it for larger charts, and as a result, we get far larger moves. But guys, I wanted you to, if you will, I'm going to show you last night because I wanted you to get value out of this webinar full stop. I want you to look at this and go, hang on a second, I probably need to know a little bit more about this. Notice there's a 22-page workbook that I'm developing right now. It's currently 22 pages. It's got all of the screenshots in it about how to trade an OSR correctly. But let me show you last night. So guys, this is the opening candle on the S&P 500 last night. Now the S&P 500 and the Nasdaq are particularly friendly to what we call a 15-minute OSR. Okay, now what does that mean? It means that we map effectively where the market has moved in the first 15 minutes of trading. So what I've marked for you here, guys, this is the bottom of this is effectively the bottom of the opening 15 minutes, and this is the top of the opening 15 minutes. Now, what I want to draw your attention to, guys, is those two levels there ultimately produce two brand new pivots in the market. So note with interest what's occurred is that the market, everybody know, guys, the 2019 trading plan for the S&P 500. Can anybody tell me what the first 4 or 5 words are of the 2009 S&P 500 trading plan? All right, now this yeah, exactly right, Cole has nailed it, guys, straight away. So look, ironically, guys, I'm not going to take any of the BOJ, so Bank of Japan. I'm not going to take any of their credit, but we literally said in 2009, well done, Greg. Hello, mate. How are you? Wait the first 15 minutes, and then we're going to look for a trade. Now, when I was talking to the BOJ about this, they went, hey, Lockie, check this out. So, okay, this is brilliant. Hence the reason I'm developing that workbook, guys, and the training program for you. So they basically said, again, the first 15 minutes of the market is going to establish a really lovely sort of upper and lower sort of level in the market, 2 additional pivots. If on the next candle, guys, these guys push up and they can't break the top of the OSR, then the moment we get a selling delta going the other way, particularly the V2 delta, we just dump on the delta. We just jump on it. Okay, if you guys can't break your OSR, we're now going to short the market. Can everybody see, guys, on the S&P open market from last night, can everybody see that delta right there? Now, again, last night, guys, it's literally last night. It's gone around about 4, 8, 12, 16, 20, 24, 28, 32, 36, You can get the drift. It's gone more than 40 ticks to the downside. Now, interesting point. They've approached the bottom of the OSR. They've also got caught at a pivot. So what I've done is I said, well, you know what? I've got an additional pivot at the top of the chart. I've got all my original pivots at the bottom of the chart. Now, how would you normally, Rowdy just paid for Samurai indicators, correct? Guys, you would normally say, Lockie, you know what? If we sell down and we fail at a pivot, all I'm going to do is grab the buying delta long going back the other way. So guys, last night on the S&P 500, so just the S&P 500. Oh, Greg, you took that trade. Well done. So guys, just last night on the S&P 500, we had an opportunity to sell the market down and go more than 40 ticks. They then failed at a pivot, so we grabbed the Delta V2 going back the other way, and guess what? It's gone way beyond 40 ticks. Now, interesting point. If we get outside the range of the OSR, then all of the institutional traders are going to start buying. What was the response? Buying own candle, buyer's own candle, buyer's own candle, seller own candle with a buyer own close, buyers. Finally, we got to the turning point at the top of the chart. So finally, we got up here. Now, the beauty of getting to that turning point is we say, you know what? When does the market normally turn? Guys, the market normally turns on the hour, which is what's occurring just here. And what has everyone else around the world decided they're going to join you with? Now, guys, your OSR comes all the way over here. So what do you think is going to occur on the S&P 500 the moment you get back inside the OSR? Have a look. Delta short, delta short, delta short, delta, delta, delta. Can anybody, I don't know, guys, just going to shut my window here. I've got one of, does anybody know who Ohtani Shohei is? Ohtani Shohei is one of the most famous baseball players in America. He's just a Japanese baseball player, guys. He's just signed an $800 million contract for playing baseball. Anyway, the guys over the road want to be Ohtani Shohei, so they're practicing their baseball. I'm just going to shut that window. I'm just going to shut that window for you. So what we did last night, guys, and this is the kind of stuff we're going to be working on, guys, over there. You can imagine the workbook is pretty comprehensive, is we've cruised down here. We've established a range of movement. The moment these guys can't break out of the range, it's all about the delta sell. The moment they push down to the bottom of the range and can't break the range, it's all about the delta long. What we can then do, guys, is we can then combine our understanding of Fibonacci. So you guys might be saying, well, Lockie, over here, the buyers own the stair step. If I was to draw my Fibonacci down like that, I wonder if I could catch them at Fibonacci as well. Why are we doing this? We'd be drawing your Fibonacci down simply to say, if you guys are massive fans of the evil twins, hello, and you're massive fans of the OSR, you would watch the buyers push up and say, you know what, there's no way I'm backing you guys. That's the top of the OSR. I'm going to sell the market the moment the delta says sell. Now, what you could do, guys, is say, well, you know what, Lockie, I'm trading off an OSR pivot. I might try and trade to the next pivot. Can anybody see, guys, this is just one example. I've got multiple examples prepared for you if you need to see multiple examples. But can everybody see why I sat down with the BOJ traders and straight away I went, you have got to be kidding. How long has this been going on for? And one of the senior traders is like, well, slow down, Lockie, slow down. Said the S&P 500 is particularly exciting on the 5-minute chart. Now, these are institutional traders, guys. So they're not out there on the 4-hour chart and the daily chart fantasizing about where the market's going to go. They're like, you know what? Boom, we're hitting the market here. We're going to send it down. We hit it here. We send it back the other way. So as OSR, I'm just going to move that away for you. OSR is just one of the things that we are doing. How do you define the OSR? DT, good point. So the OSR on a 5-minute S&P 500 chart is defined by the actual 5-minute chart itself. So it's the opening series or range in the market. If you wanted to be a gold trader, guys, the OSR is slightly different. If you wanted to be an oil trader, it's slightly different again. So what I'm sitting at the moment, I'm sitting down with the BOJ traders saying, okay, do you mind if I write a workbook for my samurai traders? They think it's quite a funny name, but do you think is it okay that if I take some notes and I write a workbook for my samurai traders on exactly what we do here, la, la, la? And they said, sure, Lockie, the only deal is they can't then go and work for a bank, right? So none of you guys None of you guys are allowed to go work for a bank. But I don't know, if you got the choice of trading for yourself privately from your laptop from anywhere in the world or working for a bank, I'd be privately trading. I'd be privately trading. Okay, so guys, back to this. I just wanted to show you. I actually wanted you guys to look at that and go, you know what? I've just learned something. I've only been with Lockie for, what is it now, 30 minutes, and I've already learned something. So guys, let's keep going, because we're going to spend about half a day at Platinum on just the OSR. But you guys get the workbook. Yeah, John, exactly the same. You guys get the workbook, guys, with all the worked examples and all the explanation as to why you would want to actually ultimately do that. Now, further and further, guys, into Platinum itself. Guys, what I'm doing is we've got an old way of doing stuff. Guys, we've got an old way of doing stuff, and we've clearly got a far better reality in 2025 than we did in 2009. So in 2009, guys, I focused on signals alone with a little knowledge. Guys, I literally had little knowledge at that point in time as to where the trade sat in context with the wider market. Now, just a question, guys, did anybody find that S&P 500 delta short or the S&P 500 delta long even the remotest bit excited? You know, exciting, I should say. Did anyone see that and go, you know what, well, that's a four. Now, your KPI, guys, your KPI on the S&P is 8 ticks per day. The first short last night went more than 40 ticks. The second long went more than 100 ticks long. So I reckon there's some profit potential there, guys. Now, my concern, guys, when I started in 2009 is I had nobody to train me. So I had nobody to say, this is how to go for longer range targets. So guys, what I was trained to do is go for short range targets, go for lots and lots and lots of them. Now, as a result of not going for the longer range targets, sometimes I'd have a couple of really good winning trades. I would then have a loss, guys, and that would put me back to literally break even or square. Now, has anybody ever, guys, in the game of trading, taken 2 or 3 winning trades and then taken a losing trade and you give back all your profit and you got to start again? All right, so what I couldn't do, guys, what I couldn't do in 2009, of course, yeah, a couple of you have done that. What I couldn't do in 2009, guys, because I simply didn't have the knowledge and I didn't have the expertise and I didn't have anyone to help me. I couldn't crack what I would call a big profit code. So I couldn't crack that. Fast forward to 2025, guys, in the Platinum in Paradise, what we're going to be doing, guys, is we're going to sustain, guys, our current success rate. But what we're aiming to do is when the market asks for us to go for longer range targets using both the OSR and the SVG, when we're asked to go for longer range targets, that's when we're going to go for them. So last night on the S&P, guys, if you combined OSR and also the value gaps in the market, then the market was screaming for you to go for a longer range target. Now, guys, I can show you another example of that if you want, because just to solidify it in, we didn't just happen to get lucky on the US Open just prior to this webinar. Because the reason we're doing this, if I get back to one of the core values of why we're doing what we're doing, if I can get the majority of the Platinum traders to go for larger targets, guys, and do it really, really confidently, they're going to develop profit. Guys, the profit then ultimately results in a professional trading income. Okay, why is this important? Because if we keep building, guys, we end up with consistency and confidence. So what I've found in the game of trading, guys, if people are earning really, really good money, they start to identify as professional traders, but they also start to act as professional traders. They only hang around other professional traders. They only have coffee with other professional traders. They don't search YouTube, guys, looking for the golden bullet, so to speak. All we're working on, guys, is developing a brilliant psychology around trading, right? I want you to be confident about why you're doing what you're doing. In the case of the S&P last night, I wanted you to be confident to say, Lockie, all I'm doing is trading from here. That's a brand new pivot-based reversal. I'm going to trade from here to here. The delta is giving me my entry point. I've got the perfect ATM. I'm going to let it run. Guys, this ends up being an absolutely brilliant cycle because the moment traders out there in the world, that's my point, Cole. That's my point, guys. So Cole's actually said, so single contract traders can still go for long range targets with tight risk control. Cole, that's exactly why we're doing what we're doing. So again, during the program, mate, I've got suggested ATMs for the S&P 500 for the US Open. And what I'm currently doing, guys, every single day is I'm live market replaying the US Open on the S&P 500 and testing the ATM that works best for you. So by the time we get there, I can say to Cole, if you've got a 40 to 50 tick first target, your ATM is going to be X. If you've got a 20 tick first target, your ATM is this. So guys, I'm doing all of that work at the moment with the intent of nailing November. That's the goal. Guys, the whole reason we want to get to this person, want to get to this process, guys, when you talk to traders like Greg, I've just had Louis, guys, Louis on the SMS, guys, killer trader. Guys, I had Michael Maruka on the phone a couple of days ago, absolutely phenomenal trader. Had Nathan on the phone yesterday. Guys, you know what? We didn't even talk about trading. You know what Nathan and I were talking about yesterday? Does anyone want to have a crack at what we're talking about, apart from the Australian election? Guys, we were talking about building 2-story sheds with a mezzanine bedroom floor and having the entire bottom of the shed polished concrete. Now, some of you might not know, guys, Nathan is a professional shed designer as well as professional nightclub designer and architect and so on. And he's literally like, oh my gosh, Lockie, I've got a shed for you. The reason, guys, the reason I mention that is chatting to Nathan, his realization, guys, and congratulations to Nathan, his realization is I am now a fully fledged professional trader. He's realized, guys, his reality, he's realized his success. What does that mean for Nathan? Guys, roll it back into the cycle. All he does, guys, he used the same ATM on the FDAX every day. Some of you guys have seen his results. He goes for massive targets on every trade. Guys, and in context with Cole's question, he cuts his risk quickly and lets his profit run. I showed him a couple of the OSR trades from earlier this week, guys, on the FDAX via email, and it blew him away. All right, so again, even Nathan, guys, who's now a fully fledged professional trader, there's quite a few of you that are already on your way to that level. He was blown away at the confidence he can gain by extending his targets. So if there was ever a guide as to what we want to do, guys, we want to follow just a very, very clear step-by-step process. And ironically, guys, is it fair to say that a ton of profitability is probably going to lead to really good psychology around trading? Is that a fair thing to say? Lockie, I'm making really good money. Now I'm starting to get confident with what I'm doing. What does that mean? It breeds psychology. And then you go back to profit, confidence, psychology. It's almost like this wonderful cycle. Guys, while people are not making profit, it's very difficult to say, how's your psychology around trading? Guys, that's why it blows my mind that there are trading schools out there in the world saying go for 100 tick target on the NASDAQ with 100 tick stop loss. And you can let it go 80 ticks in your favor, but you're not allowed to move your stop loss. Guys, not to be rude, like today on the NASDAQ, I said to everybody, yep, yes, mate. I said to everybody, once this trade has gone 40 or 50 ticks in your profit, we're going to lock in 20. Once it hits 60 ticks, we're going to lock in 40. We're going to see how much we get, but my suggested target is 60, and it went exactly where we wanted to. So, guys, I've got to stay on track. I've got to stay on track for you. So let me build this on for you. Now, guys, again, the most important thing, guys, is again a question for everybody. Would it be okay, guys? Would it be okay with you if we try and master this goal of longer range targets as quickly as possible? Now, if you're okay with that, guys, if you're like, yes, Lockie, this sounds like a reasonable plan, there's basically 3 steps, guys. There's 3 steps or 3 strategies. What we're going to do is we're going to use the CSA to read the market and detect the super high probability trades. What we're then going to do is use the OSR program as a market analysis tool to identify the context within which the trade is going to be traded. Step number 3, we're then going to use the SVG support and resistance levels, which will be identified for you guys by an indicator from multiple charts feeding into the 5-minute chart. We're going to use the SVG, guys, to then overlay our targets onto this CSA-based trades. Because the whole intent is we pick it up from the CSA. We then say, you know what, here's the opening series or range. This is where the market is highly likely to go to. You know what, there's a value gap. We're going to use that as our profit target guide. So because we mean long range targets every single trade. So the process, guys, we're going to follow exactly, Greg, exactly. The process we'll follow, guys, is this simple down the bottom here. Okay, so CSA is going to lead to great OSR. OSR leads to a great SVG. And what does it mean, guys? I call it $1,000 algorithm. The reason being, as I say in the live trading room every day, if I can get the traders in the live trading room, guys, you may choose not to be in the live trading room, but if I can get everybody to up to around about $1,000 per day, not only is the platinum program paid off, guys, in less than a week, but you guys can all transition to professional traders and just kill it from there. Now, I think one of you guys earlier tonight in the LTR said you've already made $1,000 today out of trading. Was there somebody that actually said that today? I mean, I'm just looking at Akito as I bend down. Akito's trading, guys. Akito's up $560 today on the NASDAQ as a 2-contract trader. So all I need to do is get Akito to slowly, Dave T, well done. All I need, guys, is to get Akito up to 4 contracts, and she will have done $1,000 trade today. All she did is wait for the market to hit the OSR, dare I say it, and took the delta going back the other way. So yeah, shout out to Dave, guys. It's a huge result. Guys, now back to the charts. The reason I want to go back to the charts is I wanted to give you a second example, guys, just so you're looking at this going, well, you know what, Lockie? You just got lucky on this one. It just happens to be the night before the webinar. So, okay, awesome. Let's just see. I'm going to go back to the US Open from the day before, right? So let me just cruise back to the US Open. Okay, here we go. Here's the US Open. All right, now, guys, here's the US Open. All right, so this is 2 nights ago, S&P 500. What I've done is I've mapped for you the opening 15 minutes, which is specific to the S&P 500 and the NASDAQ, guys. Other markets do other things. All right, now, what I want to do is I want to highlight in this candle. The buyers have pushed back up to the OSR. That's first candle, second candle, third candle. So it's from this candle that we're allowed to trade. Would everybody agree that the buyers have pushed up towards the S&P OSR and failed to touch it? What does that mean? Green light for any selling delta. There's one there, one there, one there, one there. Can anybody see why the delta V2 might have some value here? Okay, what then occurs? So they cruise down and hey presto, they've cruised down to the other pivot. Awesome. What would you say, guys and girls, if they pushed down and they couldn't hold below the pivot? Can everybody see, guys, down here? Let me just show you. Can anybody see down here? There are no selling deltas. What does that mean? It means the institutions were not interested in selling outside the OSR. Okay, so they waited for the market to close back inside the OSR. Delta, 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 delta. I don't know, guys and girls. Could you have made money on the S&P Open last night? Don't want to be rude, and this is why I get really excited and go over time. That is a reversal delta short, massive profit. That is a reversal delta long once we close back inside the OSR, massive profit, profit, profit. Wait for the close over the pivot, profit, 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 profit. My goal, guys, that's not even talking about SVGs at this point in time. Guys, my goal is to get you to $1,000 per day. Now, if you're a 4-contract trader, guys, let's do the maths for you here. If you're a 4-contract trader on the S&P, this little box here is worth 800. That little box there, guys, is worth $1,000 from last night. Could you have made $1,000 on the way down? Could you have made $1,000 on the way back up? Could you have made $1,000 then scaled in again, then scaled in again once we close over the pivot, then scale in again, scale in again? Could you, guys, could you have made $1,000 last night on the S&P 500? Yes, Dave. This is my point. This is my point. There is an indicator coming for you that tells you what to do, which I think is really exciting, guys, because the $1,000 algorithm becomes a reality. What I need to do is I need to train you on how to use the indicator properly. So guess what we're going to be doing, guys? Guess what we're doing? we're going to go to Bali, which is only 5.5 months away. Guys, we're going to go to Bali. By that point in time, your workbooks will be in place, your screenshots will be in place. Those workbooks for the OSR and FVG traders, guys, or SVG traders, those workbooks will be sitting at around about probably 25 pages with multiple screenshots. This is exactly what to do when the S&P does this or that or this or that. I mean, guys, can anybody see any value in that? I mean, I've done two. I've actually, guys, much to Craig's entertainment, I've prepared like 7 days in a row of S&P 500, like literally day after day after day. But Craig made me promise, guys, I wouldn't go over time. So I've got to keep going. So guys, day one, what are we going to do? We're going to define your KPI, right? We're going to identify your why, because if you've got a really, really passionate reason to get this right, yeah. Craig, you've sent that to me only, guys. Craig sent me a very rude message intended for everybody else saying Lockie's a little bit mental, but Craig, you've actually said that to me as a private message, which is lovely. So, guys, day one, and Craig is hilarious, guys. I've never met a straighter shooter, let me tell you. So KPI, guys, we're going to identify your why. If you're passionate about what you're doing, guys, you're going to run a really good trading business. So what we're going to do is we're going to run a disc profile on you. We're going to work out what personality you are. We're then going to match the market you trade to your disc profile. So some people will be a NASDAQ trader, other people will be S&P, other people will be oil and gold. So guys, it's basically establishing the foundation for developing a really, really good psychology around trading. Guys, that's what we're ultimately doing. Guys, day number 2, guys, we get into CSA and efficiency. Day 3 is reversal, delta, and Fibonacci. These will be quite long days. Guys, so we're not going to Bali for a holiday. We're actually going to learn how to make a crap load of money, guys. That's what we're doing. And there's no reason, guys. We've got some pre-warning webinars coming up for the platinum people. So guys, so again, Craig and I were talking about this over the last couple of weeks, but we'll probably do a webinar, guys, for you guys about 3 months before the program, give you more examples on OSR, more examples on SVG. By that point in time, we'll have the SVG indicators for you. So guys, it's not just 6 days. All right, I'll keep building this for you. The day 3 reversal delta Fibonacci. Day 4 is larger chart combination trading, including support and resistance zones. Guys, I've modified the standard fair value gap teachings to be modified to a hybrid version for us. OSR, I've just shown you guys what we're working on. It's absolutely brilliant. The first time any of that stuff has ever been presented in a course, guys, with certainly first time I've ever presented it. I was only sitting down with BOJ 6 weeks ago, and I was completely blown away. What I was blown away by, most importantly, guys, is this has been in front of us for years. But it's only when someone goes, have you looked at it this way? I suddenly went, oh my, wow, no, I've never seen that. So I mean, is it fair to say, guys, you don't know what you don't know until someone shows you, and then you're like, oh crap. Like, how long has that been going on for? Guys, I've looked at charts on the S&P Open, guys, for the last 3 to 4 years, and it's been going on for years. It's quite amazing. Day 5, guys, we're going to do a summary day and live market replay. So what we're going to do, guys, is live market replay, multiple trading sessions, guys, on the actual day 5, which is the Friday, making sure everybody leaves with their trading plan in place. Guys, so you're not coming to the program going, oh, I kind of don't know what I need now. That's a great point, Keith. The teacher shows up when the student is ready. Maybe I said to everyone, I'm pretty open about this. I said to everyone, the goal with 2025 is to get everyone to go for longer range targets. Like, that's the goal. And as it turns out, Keith, the teachers have shown up. There is no doubt. And these guys, just to be super clear, they're running with more than $100 million under management. They're not trading a $5,000 account. These guys are the real deal. And generally speaking, they're the only people I'll talk to. Guys, I'm not going to talk, I'm not being rude, but if someone has got stunning performance, I'm interested. If there's no opinions and, oh, you need the secret sauce, in my humble opinion, there's no such thing as secret sauce in trading. It's all mathematics. So I'm really, really excited, guys, to be working with them. Guys, what we're going to do, Adventure Day, guys, we're going to go whitewater rafting. We're going to do a sound healing. So we are going to get a little bit hippie on the Saturday. Guys, we're going to do a sound healing. Guys, we've got lunch on the run. And then we're going to have the end of program dinner, which will be anything but hippie. Guys, it's going to be incredible. Guys, we get, again, if you drink wine, there's going to be wine. If you drink whiskey, there's going to be whiskey. A point being is that if you're not a drinker, you don't have to. If you are a drinker, then you will be amply looked after. Can I put it that way? All right, so question for everybody. I'll put that little icon at the top, guys. Can anybody see any value? We've just done OSR, which is just the tip of the iceberg. Guys, can anybody see any value in spending 6 days with the actual team doing a lot of trading and a lot of teaching, but also having a bit of fun? Guys, I mean, is there any value, guys, in a one-on-one coffee with Lockie in the morning? Now, you can say no to that if you want to. You can say no to that. Guys, this is where we're going to do it. So this is where we're going to be doing it, guys. So that is the actual resort we're going to be staying in. That's the pool, guys. There's enough bean bags for everybody to sit outside and talk about their trading plan. We're not going to be in the classroom the whole time. Guys, we will have sessions on the bean bags outside around the pool, particularly in twilight, guys, particularly in twilight. That's what sunset looks like over the pool. I am very certain, very certain, guys, that there's going to be some very funny experiences while we're over there. And that's a great question, guys. Lee, one of the reasons we do it in Bali is we get to watch the European Open live, right? So there's no point saying, hey, here's a great lesson on how to trade. Guys, what we do every day is we say, here are the lessons of the day. Now let's go and watch the European Open live. If you want to take the trades, you can. If you don't want to take the trades, guys, and you just want to have the week as a learning experience, just have it as a learning experience. But if you do want to take the trades, if we identify a really good trade on European Open, guys, we're going to say, look, there's the entry and the target is all the way up the top of the chart based on what you were taught today. Guys, now one of the advantages of Bali as well is if you want to do exactly the same thing for the US Open, you can do exactly what I just did, guys, in a room full of aligned people. Now, we don't start to 9 o'clock in the morning. Guys, so if you do want to trade the US pre-market and the US Open as a group of traders all together in one room and then sleep into 8:45, guys, have a coffee and come to 9 o'clock class, go for it. The reason we run it in the Bali time slot or the Bali time zone is we get to trade both sessions. So just think about the value of that for a moment. European Open with the team, guys, and then US pre-market, US Open with the traders that are attending the course with you. I'm just going to plant, guys, I'm just going to plant that seed. So guys, the take homes, I'm looking at the time. I'm going to have to get a wriggle on. What are you going to get, guys? Again, so we start with a one-on-one chat with the Samurai coaches regarding what you want out of the program. So guys, I'm currently designing the program with the intent of targeting trading psychology and long-range targets. Guys, the Samurai coaches are available for you to have a chat. What we want you to do is we want you to tell us what you want included in the program. So Cole might say, Lockie, I need to work on psychology. You know, Nikki might say, Lockie, I love these longer range targets on the S&P 500. Can we look at the close? So whatever you guys want, we're going to be doing those interviews. It's one-on-one with the coaches. Guys, we're going to do that 4 weeks prior to the program. All right, so if there's any final tips, tricks, anything you need done, we're going to be doing that for you guys 4 weeks before the program. So Fred will be presenting, guys. At this stage, he's presenting online. It is highly likely he's going to be flying to Bali. What does it mean? If we get enough people that are attending the program, guys, Fred has actually said, you know what, I'll fly to Bali and come and meet everybody and say good day and similar things. So no pressure. Guys, no pressure, but I would love to be phoning Fred and saying, come across, mate, come across and say hello. So guys, Godey's going to be presenting live on his psychology work. So you guys know about the 3 pillars of psychology. He's doing a really good job of developing that even further now. Guys, we got Tim presenting live. He's going to be focused on the SVG indicators. Guys, Tim is a lovely guy. Right, by that point in time, you'll be trading the Delta V2 and the Delta V3. The V3 Delta, guys, what you just saw on the S&P was V2. As if you see V3 combined with the OSR, it will blow your mind. Guys, let me give you a little tip. If you've got an OSR-based trade on the S&P 500, you get a Delta V2, then you get a Delta V3. The V3 is designed to help you scale in with more contracts from the Delta V2. So you can imagine last night, if you got a Delta V2, sell, then you got a Delta V3, then you got another Delta V3. You could have just scaled in on more contracts. So Cole, even if you're on one contract with a long range target, you get in on the first one, ATM triggers, get in on the second one, ATM triggers, get on the third one, ATM triggers. You've got no risk mate, but massive targets. That's the result, guys. That's what's going to happen with the Delta V3, which is on its way. So what we're also going to do, guys, because during the day we get to actually develop course-specific screenshots. So what happens is we discuss a concept on the screen, then I draw up the screenshot. Guys, I send it off to Craig, who's our master of ceremony, master of everything that goes on in the background. Guys, what we're going to do is we're going to be able to hand those screenshots to you as reference material. So not only for what we covered on the course, but reference material for your future career in trading. Guys, what are we trying to do? Get everyone to become professional traders. Now, guys, Tim, we've tested this, guys. It's awesome. As part of your attending, guys, part of your attending Bali is we're going to actually put you on 12 months worth of Trade Alert. So the Trade Alert service is already running. Guys, at the moment, it's running on oil, gold, S&P 500, NASDAQ, and all of the major currency pairs that are worth trading. Craig, you are sending messages to me only. so in the little drop down, you can actually send a message to everyone as opposed to just me. Craig's being rude again, guys, but again, he sent it to me as a private message, which I think is really exciting. So guys, we're going to put you on 12 months worth of Trade Alert services. Okay, that's all right, mate. That's all right. 12 months worth of Trade Alert, guys. The reason we're doing that is because we're also moving to the virtual LTR, which will run 23 hours a day. So what it means, guys, if you want to trade the Asian Open, if you get a signal in the morning saying, hey, there's a NASDAQ trade setting up, if you're anywhere near your charts, please jump on it. Guys, you'll be able to log into the virtual LTR and say, okay, well, there is my OSR, there is my SVG, there's this, there's that, boom. This is a really long range setup, guys. And the last 2 mornings on Asia, we've got a Trade Alert on the phone. There's a 60-minute chart static bar reversal long setting up on all the American markets. As in, it absolutely flew. It flew. In fact, I don't have time to show you that, guys, but look at your 60-minute chart. Look at the SBRs. So the Trade Alert service works in combination with NinjaTrader. So we're going to get to the point, guys, where you're getting alerted all the time. Now, guys, you're going to get a samurai hat. There's going to be a platinum edition samurai mug. You get a samurai mouse pad. Guys, you also get the opportunity, and this is where I think I get a little bit excited, guys. You've got the opportunity to be part of the first ever Platinum in Paradise for Samurai. I think that's brilliant. Guys, your other take-homes, you're going to get the Platinum in Paradise workbook. So that's currently sitting at around 40 pages. That's all about candlestick analysis. Guys, there's a huge amount in the back of the workbook around trading psychology. What I've done for you is I've actually summarized my five favorite books on psychology and the psychology of money, the psychology of success, the psychology of trading. Guys, I've summarized those books for you and put them in the back of the workbook. The reason being is 5 days, 5 nights worth of homework. Every night, guys, you're going to be studying what the top traders in the world say about trading psychology. So your homework is all about studying the best traders in the world. Guys, I've just prepared those for you now, all right? So they're ready to rock and roll. You get your Samurai Platinum SVG workbook. Guys, you get your OSR workbook. Guys, you do get to meet the Samurai team, guys, including Lockie, Tim, Cody, and probably Fred. Guys, you'll also get to meet Johnny Lowtide, again, because we're staying with Johnny Lowtide. Young Craig, guys, is potentially going to be coming along as well, so you get to meet Craig. Guys, we're going to be talking to very, very successful traders. What I'm actually hoping, guys, I'm really hoping, put it out there to the world, I want to bring in some of these BOJ traders as well, because they have completely revolutionized the way I look at things, and I think they're going to revolutionize the way you look at things. I think it would be really, really lovely, guys, to have them on board. So I'm working on that. No guarantees, guys, no guarantees on that one, because there's a little bit of sensitivity about bank stuff. So we're going to be careful there. Guys, what do we do? As you get an invitation to join the 2025 Bali Platinum WhatsApp group. The reason being, guys, is we want you to stay in contact with your alumni. Guys, Lee said before, there's nothing, Lee said before, guys, there's nothing like friends for life. Guys, all of my close friends, makes me sound a bit desperate, but all of my close friends, guys, we're all professional traders. That's all we do. No, I'm not being rude. Guys, I used to have other friends, and they've just fallen by the wayside, guys. Now I'm annoying Greg on the phone, Nathan on the phone. Lee's doing some work for me at the moment, guys, which is absolutely brilliant. Remy, Oh, wow. Guys, look at, I don't know if you can see this. I've just had 4 or 5 trade alerts trigger on my phone all in one go. Can you guys see that? See the trade alerts triggering on my phone? I just had 5 of them go. So we're talking about, guys, we're talking about buying the Aussie dollar. We're talking about buying gold. We're selling oil. We're buying the euro currency. We're buying the Japanese yen, and we're buying the pound. There we go. there we go. Guys, now there will be a platinum webinar, guys, the platinum preparation webinar, guys, that'll be number 1. That's 8 weeks out. You've also got your platinum prep webinar 4 weeks out, guys. And again, if you want to, you don't have to, guys, but there is a genuine opportunity to sit down every day with the Samurai team and ask questions. John, how do you get trade alerts? It's through the Telegram app. So through the app called Telegram, and we're about to launch that, mate. We're about to launch that to anybody who wants that globally, who's part of the LTR or part of the indicators. So whatever you're doing with us, we're about to add a significant amount to that, which will be really, really good fun. So guys, does anybody see any value, guys, in any of this? I'll tell you what I'm excited by. I'm excited by the OSR. I'm excited by the SVG, but I'm also excited by all of those trading psychology summaries, guys, in the back of the workbook. And I'm very excited to be setting you homework. So, guys, you don't have to do your homework at night time. You can do it the morning before while having a swim in the pool. That is completely up to you. Guys, if you want to do any work with this critter, you probably know who that is. But if you want to do any work with that guy, guys, literally one-on-one, if that is of any appeal to you whatsoever, absolutely brilliant. Guys, come and say hello. So, guys, what is the cost? Guys, it's $4,395 US. So $4,395. It includes all tuition, all screenshots, all 3 workbooks, and attendance at the program. It includes breakfast, lunch, and dinner every day and your accommodation. Guys, so we're checking in from the 2nd of November, which is a Sunday. Guys, we're checking out on Sunday, the 9th of November. Day 6 is the adventure day with the end of program dinner. Guys, if you don't want to go whitewater rafting, you don't have to. We will find something a little bit more gentle for you to do. But the whitewater rafting was hilarious. Whitewater rafting was hilarious. Greg, I think you know about that, mate. That was done on purpose. That was done on purpose. Romantic partners. Guys, if you have a romantic partner or travel buddy, someone you want to bring along, guys, I've organized a discount for you on the accommodation, guys, so they can join us. So wives, boyfriends, girlfriends, if you've literally just got someone you want to bring that wants to come for a holiday, guys, they can not only stay in the resort with you, each of the rooms, we've got 12 rooms, guys, every room has either 2 beds or 1 massive bed. Please be advised, guys, on that, there are 5 bungalows with their own private plunge pools. So if you are bringing a special person, then I'd probably go for the plunge pool. Me personally, guys, my precious person is staying in Japan, so I don't need a plunge pool at this point in time. Guys, but they can come as well. I'd say Lee, yeah. So Lee has survived whitewater rafting with Lockie. It wasn't that bad, Lee. The hike out was a little bit testing. But guys, you don't have to come whitewater rafting if you don't want to, but it's going to be bloody hilarious. It's not hard. They're only grade 2 rapids. There's nothing to get excited by. So you can bring your travel buddy, guys, to the adventure day if you want to. You can also bring your travel buddy to come and stay with you. Guys, we've got quite a few people that have actually asked for, can I bring my wife? Can I bring my girlfriend? Can I bring this? Can I bring that? The answer is, of course you can. Cam, children, I'll have to ask the question, but because, Cam, we're about to book out the whole resort, the answer would be children should be fine. Okay, so again, Cam, if you're keen on that, guys, there's only space for 12 students. Now, if there's family coming as well, guys, then that's okay. But we just got to be careful we don't end up being too big. But again, there's 12 places for students. Guys, the enrollment process is very, very simple. Guys, you can either book a call with Craig. It's going to be 10 to 15 minutes. Guys, determine ultimately if the program is for you. If you don't like phone calls, guys, you don't want to talk to Craig, I think he's a lovely guy, but if you don't want to talk to Craig, guys, all you do is email info@Samurai, guys, and you're literally saying, Lockie, can I reserve my place via a deposit? Guys, the reason we're asking for a deposit is we need to secure the accommodation, make sure all of the caterers are organized, the guest speakers are organized, all this kind of stuff. Guys, so that there are 12 student positions physically in the country, right? So there are 12 student positions in the country. We already have 2 people that have paid in full, guys, because they didn't want to wait for the webinar. So there's 2 people that have paid in full already. Guys, we've also got 3 or 4 people that have already said, Lockie, I can't attend the webinar, but I would like to come. Right now, that said, and I've just got a message from somebody saying, can I pay in full tomorrow? The answer is yes. Guys, now I'm not trying to sell you into a program. There is an overflow capacity, guys. I only want to work with around 12 people. If it ends up being 13 or 14, guys, you're not going to be kicked out to next year. Okay, so you're not going to be kicked out. We will find a way to cater for you. Guys, yeah, so that's a good point, guys. So the resort, so that the Spaces resort is normally for adults only. But because we're taking out the whole resort, that is my intent, guys. Because we're taking out the whole resort, then we will be able to have kids. Open the chat for me and talk to everyone. Let me see if I can do that, guys. Craig wants to chat to everybody, or he wants to be able to see everybody. Let me just see if I can do that for you, mate. Panelists can chat to everyone. All right, so Craig, do a test fire. do a test fire, guys. Craig's been dropping in some bloody hilarious comments the entire webinar, but you can I believe you can. I mean, I can see him. I don't think you can. Okay, so guys, can everybody see Craig's message ahoy there? Can everybody see that, or is Zoom no? We just had a no. Okay, something's gone wrong there. It doesn't matter, guys. Zoom mucked up for TTP again today as well. So, all right, so. Yeah, so Craig is trying to message everybody, guys. We can't do that. So, guys, what we're going to do, so again, understanding that that's not working. So understanding that's not working. Guys, if you want to book a 10 to 15 minute call with Craig, is actually quite lovely, even though his chat's not working. Guys, all you need to do is info. Guys, you can send an email to info@samuraidaytrading.com and say, hey, Craig, can I have a call? Guys, if you don't need a call, if you're like, no, I'm ready to rock and roll, guys, all you would do is just ask the question about how do I place a deposit down? Now, guys, I've already spoken to Globetrotters on the Gold Coast, so literally globe-trotters.com.au. Guys, the person that owns that company is a young lady called Caroline. I've been working with her, guys, travel-wise, for around about 18 or 19 years. I've been working with Caroline. She's basically said, guys, if you want us to hunt for you the cheapest airfares we can possibly get hands on, save you guys going to Webjet. She knows when the program is on. Guys, she can get very, very competitive prices. If you are thinking about flying in, guys, then I'll hook you up with Caroline at Globetrotters, guys, and she'll be able to help you out. Okay, now the only variable, guys, if you've heard nothing in this webinar and you want to come and join us, please hear this. You must have 6 months in your passport from after you get back from Bali. Please don't arrive at the airport with less than 6 months on your passport, because the Indonesian government won't let you land. Now, I only know that because last time we did this in Bali, we had someone that only had 4 months on their passport and they had to get an emergency passport issued. Now, they arrived 1 day late, sure, but I don't want you to go through that headache, guys. Yeah. And please check your passport. It's got no damage and it's got a good photo in it. Okay, now, guys, with all of that said, please don't forget, right? I think we've been through a whole lot of stuff tonight. Please don't forget, guys, that the bonus that comes with Platinum, Cole, it's US dollars, so 4395 US dollars. So 4395 US dollars. Please understand, guys, that the advanced coaching program will start for you in December. Oh, so you guys are doing Platinum in November. What we're going to be doing is 4 months worth of advanced coaching after Platinum. So your coaching program starts in December and goes December, January, February, March. Guys, we do it on the 2nd and 4th Tuesday of each month. And we're going to be running through 8 coaching sessions. So when we start our advanced coaching, I'm just rejigging that advanced coaching program at the moment. You'll go back to candlestick analysis, guys, and market analysis. Then we'll do Fibonacci. Then we're going to do the Delta V1, V2, and obviously the V3. We do efficiency and loss of efficiency training. We're going to do reversal trading, larger chart, guys, or larger target identification. We're going to do the SNL, guys, so smaller, larger chart combination trading, guys. And then we're going to do finally OSR and SVG. So what you're effectively doing through advanced coaching is you're sitting the entire program again in the comfort of your own home, guys, which I do think is really, really good fun. So guys, that's the bonus. I did this bonus for the people that have just done the first platinum program ever for Samurai. Guys, I added in an OSR and an SVG session, and they were absolutely stoked. Guys, absolutely stoked. Glad you mentioned that. Just checked. It runs. Yeah. Oh, Andy. Oh, we caught someone. Guys, Andy's just messaged saying, Lockie, thank God you mentioned that because my passport runs out in December. Please be careful on that one, guys, because again, you might roll up to the airport and they say, hey, we know you're going to platinum, but you can't leave because of XYZ. So please keep an eye on that. I would hate for you to be disappointed. So guys, that is the Platinum in Paradise. That is the Platinum in Paradise launch. Guys, I wanted to do a really good job. I wanted to try and stay under 60 minutes. Craig's won the bet on that one, guys. I didn't say under 60 minutes, but I wanted to create, guys, an atmosphere for you tonight, guys, where you can say, you know what? I love this OSR stuff. I haven't even seen the SVG stuff, but I'm kind of liking where Lockie's going on this. As I said, I'm working with some of the BOJ traders. They're doing really, really, really well. Today on the NASDAQ, we called a 60 tick target because all of those conditions were met, and it went 62 ticks towards a 60 tick target. Guys, so I'm really excited to be running the program. Guys, I hope you choose to join us at the program. It will be good fun. Guys, Diane, I know you've asked a number of times. Guys, there are people that can't get to Bali, but they want to attend the program. So Craig and I, guys, are currently working on a model whereby we can attend virtually. Now, obviously, we can't do coffee in the morning, breakfast, whitewater rafting. We can't do dinner every night. We can't do all of that virtually, guys, but there is a virtual plan being worked on. At the moment, the focus is filling the 12 student spots at the program in Bali. Guys, that's my goal. All right, that's my goal. So, guys, look, I hope you enjoyed the video. Guys, off the back of tonight, all you need to do, guys, if you want even just an expression of interest, guys, just either email info@samuraidaytrading.com, guys, or jump on the link that Fred is Fred, I've got Fred on the mind, guys. I was talking this morning about Fred flying to Bali. Guys, we've got a link, guys. Craig's just put in for you, guys. It's a Calendly link if you want to book a quick call with Craig. Guys, Craig will take you through what we're doing in a little bit more detail. It's only a 10 or 15-minute call. Guys, you get to assess, is this program for me, yes or no? And we rock and roll from there. So, guys, look, thank you for your time. Guys, I hope that's been good fun. I hope you've learned something. I hope you've seen value in coming to Bali. It's actually the cheapest Bali program I've ever done, guys. And we're doing that deliberately because we want the program full. Guys, and I hope you don't mind 4 months of advanced coaching off the back end of it. Advanced coaching is done by me, guys. So again, if there's value in advanced coaching, there's value in the program. I look forward to you guys coming and saying good day. Guys, it's going to be really good fun. There's going to be lots of coffees, lots of wines, lots of whiskeys, lots of yoga, lots of stretching, lots of swimming, lots of learning, guys. And you're going to walk away with the workbooks, guys. You're going to basically walk away with everything you need to establish a career as a professional trader. So, guys, I hope that you can see value in what we're offering. I hope you're going to come and join us. Guys, and please reach out to Craig, guys, info@Samurai, if you would like to chat, guys, or you can click on the link and you can book, and we can rock and roll from there. Guys, I do need to confirm with the accommodation before the end of this month how many people we're taking and what that actually looks like, guys. So if you're going to come along, guys, I need you to jump on this sooner rather than later, guys, so we can start planning the catering, planning the whitewater rafting. If you're going to bring some people along, guys, please give us advance notice so we can plan accordingly. Elizabeth, great question. Most people will fly in on Sunday, the 2nd of November. and fly out on Sunday, the 9th of November. Now, if you needed to fly out on the Saturday, you can do that. Okay, you can do that. As I will personally be flying in earlier and flying out later. Okay, so again, if you do want to fly, you guys, if you do want to fly in a little bit early and literally sit by the pool, there is an option to do that as well. All right, so guys, please don't be shy. Get in contact with Craig. We'll work out a plan for you and we can rock and roll from there. Well, yeah, Michael's going a week before Platinum just to hang out and do nothing. Oh, Toby, I love it. So guys and girls, look, thank you for having me wherever you are in the world. We've got multiple people in the webinar tonight, guys, from multiple countries. I've just seen Beck in the webinar. Young Beck, I hope you're absolutely amazing. Guys, Greg, to everybody that's been with me on this journey so far, and it's been quite a journey, thank you for coming to the webinar tonight. Thank you to Craig. Guys, thank you to Tim. Guys, thank you to Cody. Thank you to Damsey. Thank you to George. Guys, we've got a really good background team working on this thing called Platinum in Bali. Guys, I think it's going to be amazing. All right, so thank you, guys and girls. I won't keep you any longer. I hope that was good fun. Guys, I hope you learnt lots. It has been recorded, guys, so we were able to get the recording to you if you would like. Just simply email Craig, guys. We'll send you the recording, and we go from there. How about that? All right, guys, I'll see you in the LTR tomorrow night. I hope you've seen value in the presentation tonight, guys. I hope you come in to join us in Bali. I look forward to seeing you there. All right, guys, have a great night, and I'll see you soon. Bye for now. Bye, bye, bye.